keyboard and mouse.
Really?
Yep.
Most of the games I almost require to use the joystick.
Yeah. No.
Um,
No. 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 My friend. Yeah. Let me make sure I am live.
way I
There
see
we
it,
go.
no, I believe you. I'm just saying, with me, it's just games always require the joystick.
Yeah.
I played earlier games on the DOS system, but once it came out with the joystick, I was playing with Nintendo and everything else, and in the arcades. To me, that's what worked.
Yep. Well, guys, we are live here, and everybody thinks this is. I am Lord Skulldron, and this is Skulldron's Realm, and we are playing here on Dead by Daylight on YouTube, which is I have been very neglecting of YouTube lately, and I shouldn't. I should be really donating some more time because I got so many Twitch videos. I'm gonna be playing this tonight here, and tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a couple of retro games. As I was doing earlier today, I was actually getting in some fun gaming out there. So I was doing. It was a lot of fun. I was getting some comparisons, Rick. Let me, you know what? I just said his name. Let me introduce him. He is the CEO of Hardcore Wrestling Radio, the host of Hardcore Wrestling Radio. He is Rick Head. Rick, thanks for being part of this. Yeah, just like Thursday nights. Rick. Rick. We can't hear you, Rick. Okay. I don't hear him at all. Yeah, I don't hear him at all.
Hold on.
There he is. Now I can hear him.
All right, cool.
Let me do that introduction again. He is the CEO of Hardcore Wrestling Radio, the host. He is Rick Head. Rick, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks a lot. As I was saying, I know that you and Billy have been talking about this game, and I really wasn't ready to purchase it because I've never really been a player versus player type game. I know that in this particular game, it's 4 versus 1. PlayStation is doing a promo where I can play the game up until like the 17th.
Yeah, and they're experimenting with the game on different platforms. Now they're not cross platforms. So Rick, while Rick has the promotional game of Dead by Daylight on his PlayStation 4, unfortunately he can't join me on here. So because I'm playing the PC version through Steam. I prefer the PC version because there's more people on Steam, or my friends are on Steam, and we can get a team together. Now, the premise of this game, and just for Rick to know, it is there's a player who hosts the game, and he is the killer. Now, there's various different killers out there that you can portray. There's a Freddy Krueger, there's a Jason, there's a Michael Myers, there's custom characters, there's a chainsaw guy, the trapper, the hunter, the my favorite, the lullaby, which is I call her mother, which she just hums, and it's very different killers out there. And the object is you're just an average player who got sucked into this world, and you're trapped behind inside a complex. Your goal is to fix a whole bunch of generators, 5 generators. Now you have to fix at least all 5 for the gates to unlock. Now once the generators are completely done, you got to find the exit and power up the exit and escape through there while avoiding the killer, while hoping that the generators don't blow up on you. Because there is a skill check on that. If you miss the skill check, you're blowing up the machine and the killer can see you.
Yeah, right now I am in the trial at the moment. I am just activated my first generator. So, is it all 5 you have to do before you can get exit?
Yes, you have to do that. Now, if all the other players, because there's 3 other players with you,
yep.
If they die and they're out of the game, and you have at least 3 generators left, then what happens is a trap door opens up somewhere in the map. So when that happens, you can literally find that trap door and escape through there. Now you have to get at least 2 generators done so this trap door opens. The more generators you get done, the louder the trap sounds because it sounds like an air conditioner because there's wind blowing through the trap door, and it is usually anywhere outside. If it's one of the inside the asylum building maps, then it is inside somewhere. You have to listen carefully because that's how you find the trap door. But the ultimate goal is to try to save you and your friends, or you and the other players, so you can literally get, escape altogether. Now, you could be placed on a hook. If the killer grabs you, the killer can hurt you, grab you, and put you on a hook. And if you're on a hook, you have to wait there till another player comes on. I mean, you could try struggling, you could try getting off the hook, but the more you struggle, the more the spider creature comes down and tries to get you. So there's a lot.
Yeah, I'm figuring that out now, and I realized, oh my god, no problem, I wasn't paying attention, and then all of a sudden the gauge pick comes up.
Yep. And what happens is, if you screw up, it's a lot of things that can happen in it. If you see us on the screen now, you can see that I have literally the tutorial, the survivor friend, the play as a survivor, which I prefer. You can play as the killer, kill your friends, and the store, which you can buy different outfits, different perks, and so forth. So I don't know what the PlayStation 4 looks like, its screen, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same thing.
Yeah, and I keep on failing the skill check.
Yeah, and again, that's one of the things. If you're in a match and you're failing the skill check, that killer's going to see you and going to come after you. So once you hear that heartbeat, you get like a warning when the killer's coming. You'll get a heartbeat, you'll get like some sort of music or something, and you gotta run because he's gonna come after you. Now, what's funny here is I just did my podcast on Facebook Live, so check that out on Facebook. Just do the hashtag Skulldron's Realm on Facebook. And I'm actually drinking some Arabella wine, 2017. So, oh no, this ain't it. I got the wrong bottle. But anyway, I'm still drinking something. So, now.
And I just got that done.
Okay.
Clearly I fucked up several times, and but nothing happened. Though it's again this tutorial about telling me about the killer.
Right. Now there are different outfits for each player. There's different characters that you can play with. They have a lot of things going on you could check out. There's outfits for the killers, outfits for the players. They do a lot of content on here. What I like about the game is that they keep it simple. Same concept. It does get repetitive, but I prefer. I like playing as the survivor because it's the thrill of the chase, and it's just like a little horror movie. Now play this game like I have in the dark with just a TV in front of you. So I'm gonna shut one of my lights down, and it's really fun to do.
And right now, like I said, the monster is pretty much locked in the cage again. Tutorial, I'm guessing he usually isn't.
No, yeah, that's just, damn it. Yeah, usually that is just, he's just there because you really don't have a player to chase after you, but, it gives you an idea of the game, and when I played the tutorial, I flew by it. It's the skill checks that really fuck with you, and even when you are really good at them, you're never good at them. And then you don't know, when you enter a game, you don't know which killer you have. So the killer could be anybody. You won't know until you get in there.
Now, I'm also guessing that each killer, they have different attributes, or is it pretty much just different skins?
No, they each have different attributes. So there's some that can cloak invisible, like the Predator. There's some that can like really race across the map. There's some that have unique sounds, like the Huntress. She makes she hums, so she does a little Russian lullaby. So if you crouch down and you're working on a generator and you're hearing you're like, oh crap, you better start running. Now you get a lot of perks and attributes once you get blood points. So you can literally put these blood points into different perks. Each perk helps your character. So and you don't have to necessarily go. You don't necessarily have to build your character the way it's set for the what is already set for your character. You can mix and match perks. There's light walking, there's early warning perks, there's light footsteps, you can take off running, you can find where the killer is at a certain radius. So there's a lot of perks, and I do recommend customizing your character in perks. While the game says they prefer different. I'm in a game now. Oh shit! The pig, lady.
Now, is there any way you climb, or is it just walking? That's it.
Oh no, you can run, you can climb, you can do a lot of shit. Ow, 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 and I just got hit. Ow. Fuck. The least favored damn killer, which is a pig woman. She has the head of a pig, and she puts these explosive helmets on your head. So now it makes the game a little bit harder, because now you have to run around and try to disarm this helmet while trying to live. And it all goes by players. So remember, if you're playing a random game, Rick, and you're with 3 other players that are random, it's basically 50-50, because they don't have to help you. They can help you just for you to be a distraction.
I've played a lot of multiplayer games, from wrestling to other games, racing games, such as, don't mind me, Burnout Paradise, and there are people who will play straight, and other people you're supposed to be on your team will just say, screw you, we're here to get wins for the other guy, and they just rotate. Joe?
Yep. No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to hide from the killer.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the process of going downstairs.
Oh, freak.
Hide from the killer.
Now again, there are different killers out there who do different things. So, and it all goes by how well you do your character. Oh fuck you!
Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm stuck in a basement.
Well, you can look around and go up. Oh fuck me! That's why I hate the pig woman.
I don't know who I got here, but
now, Rick, the best if you crouch a lot, you can avoid sometimes the killer. Now, if you look at the killer, if you could see the killer, he throws out like a red light, you could say.
What I see right now, like little sparkles, and I hear a heartthrob.
Yeah, the heartthrob is basically. Oh shit! Fuck! That's another thing. The game can give you a heart attack. Again, I love the game. It's one of my favorite games in this series because.
Oh shit!
I know. I'm trying to get there.
I hit and oh, you have to wiggle. Okay, I didn't realize that. Oh, I'm on the hook.
Yep. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I hate that pig woman. Because you gotta do so much shit. Oh, I'm not doing well in this game right now. Now, the spider monster, I forget what the actual name is. But, I call it the Speaker because in old 1970s Godzilla movies, it is, the giant spider is the Speaker, but it's mostly known as Kimura.
Yep.
Oh, this helmet's gonna blow up.
Oh, I got off the hook, but now I'm injured, and I still cannot get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I got the helmet off, and I am fucking racing like a mufu. And there are times, I'm sorry, you can, there are times where you can choose between helping a player or trying to get the fuck out. Rick, get the fuck out. Yay, I made it. I made it out. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I'm actually in the process of R2 med kit.
Yeah, now you can heal yourself with a med kit.
Yep, which is what I'm doing now.
Right.
I still haven't found an exit.
Beautiful game. Whew. I managed to take the helmet off before it blew up, and then they unlocked the exit. So again, that was beautiful on that end. Whew. Now I got level 50 character. Now that's the highest level you can get. You basically, there's perks. Again, you could see from the game, you get a blood web, and you can literally choose what type of things you want. So again, I like playing my characters. I got 2 level 50 characters. One is a fast runner, but you know, and she got early warning. The other one is my main guy. Oops, no, David King, who, again, he's also very good. Don't mind me, I'm just loading up my character. But yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm doing all the other stuff like, healing. Again, this is strictly a tutorial, so I'm guessing it's not this easy.
No.
It's pretty much holding your hand as you're walking through.
Yeah, I'm going to turn on the light here so people can see more because obviously it's a little bit too dark. There we go. Again, it is, the game, it does take time to learn. The fun factor is if you love being chased and you love getting scared out of the seat of your pants, this game will do that, the jump scare. Just like the game in the last one I was just doing, where the pig woman popped up. And I was like, oh shit, and you gotta run. So again, there's a lot to the game that you have to learn. And personally, I think it's worth it. Rick, if you see my past videos on Twitch as I play Dead by Daylight, especially with other players like Billy Beaujeu, the Wrestle Gamer, and several others, John at War, Pixie, a couple other people, you can see where we actually get together and do, we will do a whole bunch of, it's better for us to get together and do work as a team. And by using Discord or Skype, it helps a lot because you're in constant communication. When you're actually in game by yourself with 3 other random players, Rick, I'm gonna. Oh,
yeah.
Mother's coming. Nope. Fucking Freddy Krueger's coming.
Oh my god, shield.
Freddy's coming. Oop. Freddy's coming. Sorry if I just went quiet, but when you anyway, Rick, when you play with other players, the it's there's I would say you're in the prisoner's dilemma, which means you're you know you can't text, you cannot talk, you're literally stuck. So you can't communicate with the other players. So you have to hope that you can communicate by pointing, calling over. That's it. You're basically it's your mutes all working together to try to escape.
Yeah. I mean, I noticed with the Xbox 360 when you did some online games, there were some chatting ability, but not a lot. It was mostly towards the end, and I cannot seem to find the exit for the life of me.
Yeah, look around the walls. Just huddle, run towards the walls.
Yeah, that's what I've pretty much been doing. I think I found it.
Yeah, it'll be like you can see a big gate. Now, again, the game does take time to get used to. It's not something that you're gonna master, because there's no such thing as mastering this game. Even if you try, you can play really well and you can learn how to do the skill checks and everything. The maps are always random, and I mean by random, it's the same map, but the generators are all in different locations. So it's never in the same place as before. So you're kind of, screwed. Uh-oh. No, Freddy's coming. Freddy's coming. Freddy's chasing me. Now I'm being in the dream world. Fuck. Now you can dodge and weave to, get away from these people. And again, it's beneficial that you learn how to control and to run around. Let me tell you, Rick, I got a killer so frustrated because I was running him everywhere.
Now let me ask you a question. Even if you have a team that's trustworthy, you all have to escape. So
well, everybody has to escape, but at the same time, you don't all have to escape. You can help each other. And that's the thing. It's about you getting out. I hate to sound like an asshole, but sometimes, it's up to you to try to get out. One person got killed. Fuck. So,
and I'm doing the killer tutorial.
Yeah, the killers. I gotta honestly say the killer is is easier. That's a very simple gameplay, in my opinion. So I prefer the survivors, more challenging. Now, if you notice, Rick, there's two different game modes. The killer is always in first-person mode. The survivors are in third-person mode.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I always hated first persons. I never liked it, and even still now when I have seizures, it does me no favors. I actually, the time I bought a game, it was first person, and I returned it as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always like to look at the box or get reviews on it before I actually go get a game, because I prefer knowing what type of gameplay I'm going to get. And in games like this, I like to know I like to know what kind of game I'm playing, because not all first-person player games I could play. Because I will get dizzy if I'm playing it too much. So every game I have, it has to have third person. So, and I'm on my last generator, and we got one person dead. I don't know where Freddy is. But again, every killer has their perks and ways that you can find out where they are. And some of them, like I said, some of them are dead really scary, like Michael Myers. Michael Myers doesn't make any noise. And he could walk up behind you and you won't know. You will hear the little doo-doo-doo, his theme song.
Yeah.
But you won't know where he is. And at one time, and you can probably see it on my Twitch videos, I was doing this generator, and there he was right behind me. And I happened just to pan the camera around while I'm working on this generator. And I turned around, and there he was right behind me with his knife in his hand. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I just shook my head no to him. He looked at me like, yes, and I'm like, and I just took off running.
Speaking of online games, there's actually one that's coming out that I'm looking forward to. Well, it's also a single-player mode. Then that's Red Dead Redemption.
Absolutely.
Which I'm getting for the PlayStation 4. I've already pre-ordered. And that has I'm guessing it will have some online game features, because the first one did. The gameplay is very similar to Grand Theft Auto. Very basic moves, which I have Grand Theft Auto 5. Most of the games that I've been playing are on PlayStation 4. I do have Steam games, but I think the only ones I purchased recently was the Batman ones. The Batman deal, you can buy like 4 Batman games for $5.
Is that the Tall Tale ones?
Not all of them. One of them was that I got was the Vista game for like a PlayStation mobile game, and I really didn't care for it, so I gave a very short review over on Skulldron Realms in the group page.
Well, I was the only person that escaped that game. And that's a thing too, oh wow, I made a lot of points from that. One of the things when it comes to these games, I'm going to be honest with you, when you're playing this game, you're going to have players that are going to curse the shit out of you if you leave them behind. Because,
I can imagine.
Oh yeah, and you're like, well, hey dude, you know what, fuck you, because I'm not dying for you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you're working together, but you're also not, like getting ready to die for each other.
Exactly. And again, that's one of the funniest things from this game is that, you are, trying to live, and that's the whole premise for you. You're trying to live. Again, sometimes it's good to help the players, and sometimes it's good to fucking say fuck you, bye-bye. Because there are times, and I've been called out. I'm not gonna lie, I've been called out many times. It says, oh, you fucking left me. Well, duh.
Yeah. I mean, I would see it as, if I can do it without dying, then I'll help. But if he's like right in the area, I'm running my ass off.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things I tell everybody, and I explain to everybody. It is,
survival game.
If everybody else is getting killed and they're dying, or dead, and there's no way I'm going to be able to help everybody. Even if I went from one person to one person to one person and help, honestly, you're not going to win, because that's the purpose of trying to hope that you get a great team together, because great teams put things to help out a team. I've been on games where the teams were awesome. They got everything done. We never got hurt, and we found the exit and we escaped all at the same time. I've been on teams that are right off the get-go, one person's already dead. And the same thing with killers. There's good killers out there who will say, you know what, we feel, there are killers that will feel bad for you. Like
Well,
I played a couple of games where killers have come, seen that I'm the only one left. So yeah,
I,
that's
I, if you're the only one left, I'm gonna go after your full tilt. If there's like four of you, and I know one of them's a weak player, I might save him for last or next to last. That would be my strategy.
oh, absolutely. You know, so again, those are one of the things that I'm sorry. It's like if I see it's all going south, then I'm gonna try to find my own way to live. I want to live. So, and it's not being an ass, it's just surviving. And that's one of the things you got to try to survive.
Yeah. Like I said, with again going back to going off track here a little bit, going back to Red Dead Redemption. I'm actually looking forward to some of the online games. If it's anything like the first one, you work in groups of 5 versus 5, and it's pretty much just kill each other.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, or I'm hoping, with Red Dead Redemption, it will have maybe even more variety.
It should. I know I've played a couple of the Red Dead Redemptions, and and I really have enjoyed it. It's just like playing what is that game? Oh, geez, it just eludes me. It's like a Holocaust game where it's a wasteland. Oh, I forget the damn name of it. That's how bad my brain has. Maybe
Saints
it's
Row?
no. It's a massive role-playing game, and I can't for the love of me remember the name of it. Oh fuck, I can't remember the fucking name of it. Anyway, it's one of those games that is, I love playing because it is, like open world, apocalyptic era. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Now, let me just tell you this, another thing, Rick, with the killers, with the maps, there are times you can hide. You can duck behind some crates, you can hide in cabinets, you can hide, you can run far away and survive. So it's your instinct and your character. So if you can survive to help your teams out, great, but you got to feel confident in the game that you can do this. And
oh yeah, absolutely. If you win the game thinking, okay, I'm gonna lose, or
you
go
gotta
into
feel
that
it at the beginning.
Oh, I'm sure. I would not expect anybody to walk in and just start being like either a massive killer or a successful survivor. I noticed again those games and learning curves in other important role-playing games. I played the latest Star Wars game that came out, and it was Battlefront 2.
Oh yes, very good game. I kind of like the storyline, to be honest. I really did enjoy the storyline when it came to it because I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I kind of enjoyed it for you got to play the Empire side. Now my thing is, it should have gone more into the Empire. Like, oh shit, already I can tell you, Rick, right now, the team I'm working with sucks.
Oh really?
I already
now
got one
working
person
with the blind team.
Yeah. One team is gone. One team member is gone. Another person's on the hook already. And sometimes people disconnect out of the game.
Oh, they jump out. Yeah, that's very common when it's you're either getting your ass kicked or you're really not supportive of your team. So that's not shocking.
Yeah. Now.
And then you have the typical ones who look for that one little glitch that gives them the upper hand, and use the glitch again. So
now here's the thing: in Dead by Daylight on Steam, if you're playing the PC version, they do have cheat. So if they know you're cheating, they disconnect out of the game. With me, I stream all my games, so there are times I've caught, you know, killers cheating, and I reported it because honestly, when you start cheating in a game that's, you know, come on now you're basically it's so bad. Oh God!
It's a very childish way of going about things.
Yeah.
Another online game that I was playing for a very, very short time was WWE 2K18. And they would put me against people who were like 5 or 6 levels who are, you know, far more advanced than my character was. And I was getting my ass kicked. Now, the reason why I would go online is because loot crates, PlayStation 4 has become loot crate happy.
Yeah.
And you know, with both Star Wars Battlefront and W2K, you need to go online to get those extra points so you can build your character. Now, one of the games they had was Heroes versus Heroes, but because I only had 3 or 4 heroes, that was it. I couldn't select them. People would have Darth Vader, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I think the strongest one I had was maybe Han Solo, which was the favorite.
Now, Rick, I'm gonna ask real quick to be a little bit quiet, because now, believe it or not, I am the only one left in here, and I'm trying. I'm trying to find the exit. Well, and I just got caught by the killer, and the killer is one of these. He's the stealth killer. So I hate this killer because it's a cheat. It's just, you just stealth him. Now I'm not even fighting him. There's my cat crying. Yep, he put me on the hook. I don't know what he's running off for. It's not like I can. It's not like there's anybody else. Yep, that was so fun. I got the points for blue and generators, but lordy be. Now there's in Dead by Daylight, you do get a med kit that you can find that heals yourself. There is toolkits that you can use to either sabotage hooks, or you could do. I'm trying to find. Okay, there it is. You can do. Oh, you can. It makes you do generators a lot faster. So right now I have 2 good games where I escaped, 1 game that everybody died, and that was the last one left. So it happens. I mean, it does happen. Here we so I'm starting a new game. So, but yeah, it takes time, right? I think, like I said, if you have the PC version, the Steam version, I think you'll have more fun with it because there's more interaction. I can play with you on it. Billy can go with you. You know, it's better when you have a team, put it like that.
Yeah, now I'm guessing there are also levels for, you know, whatever you're playing, your character.
The levels really, it doesn't really matter. The levels just mean you get better perks. So I never seen an issue where I've seen any difference with the killer and all that. So I really don't. I don't. In my opinion, I've never seen it. Like it was like such a big difference.
Well, pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this game for a little bit until either A, I get the hang of it, or B, I just don't like it. It seems like an interesting game. The chase is interesting. and right now I'm going to be doing the killer tutorial. Hopefully, at one point, I'm going to get a one-player game where I can play the entire thing through as, if I was the last guy there.
Yo, yeah, you're gonna end up like I said. What it the game takes time for you to learn it. Once you get into it and you're playing it, oops, no. Once you get into it and you start playing it more, you will be, doing a lot better. You'll be like saying, "Oh, damn, now this is what, I this is much more exciting because you're actually there, really learning the game." And again, I like it because it's a thrill of the chase. It's the scare because you do get jump scares. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really gotten scared from video games, but like little jump scares. I mean, I've heard people, especially when it comes to this game, that if they show a little bit of YouTubes of them freaking out. I think they did another one with some bear. Again, I don't know.
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, those are jump scares because, especially in this one, you got enough warnings to be ready, but you never know where the killer's coming from. So if you're facing, let's say, one direction and you're hearing the heartbeat, you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. He could be right behind you, and then you get that slash on your back. You're like, oh shit, and you start running. We had a great game on Twitch. It was me, Billy, and two other people, and we were fighting against a killer. And you don't fight. There's only one character that can fight, and her name is Kate. You have to buy her, and if she's not doesn't really fight, all she does is if the killer grabs her and holds her, she can stab him and she can drop and run. This game again, it's just a lot of fun, and here we're racing around the map, and the killer's chasing Billy. I happen to run by him. Okay, this is funny. I happen to pass in the opposite direction, and Billy passes me with the killer chasing after him. And I'm like, was that the fucking killer? And I said, oh shit.
So sometimes it's kind of a good idea to say, okay, fine, chase him, I'm running.
Yeah, and I even said that. I said, Billy, I love you, but go ahead and die. keep him away from me.
And again, like you said, with games like that, there is competition.
Yay! Like, I just ran towards fucking Michael Myers.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's chasing me. And the killers have better speed. So, that's the problem with that. And by miracle, I avoided the killer. And let me tell you, it does take a wear on your controller. Because you gotta hold buttons down, to keep yourself crouched down. And there was Michael Myers, and there was no warning. And there was a warning when he got close. Because each killer can level. Just like you can level, the killers can level. And if a person plays Michael Myers and doesn't level him, Michael Myers can sneak up behind you. And throughout the game, if Michael Myers starts getting...
So if they're faster than you, how do you escape? I mean,
Dodge them. Just try to dodge. Just dodge and run. Now, you do get a speed boost, for particular characters.
Okay.
So, again, it's one of those things where you can do a speed burst. Oh, fuck, me and this girl are blowing shit up. Now, you could do, like, light steps, which helps sneak. And each map is totally different. There's the hexes that prevent you from successfully fixing a generator. Oh shit, there goes Jason. And like I said, it's the thrill of the chase that makes this game so much fun
Yeah.
because you're basically trying to survive. Uh-oh, there's Jason, Jason. And it's just like a regular horror movie. You know, you're standing there. If you're crouched down hiding, you can actually see the killer go by, and you're like, oh fuck. Trust me, on a lot of my streams, I have completely gone out, just gone completely cursed in a storm, and jump out of my chair because the killer happened to be there. And there are times I see other people getting captured. I'm like, good, fuck with them, don't fuck with me, you know,
Yeah.
because I want to live, and a lot of players sometimes have that attitude, and they're players that are really damn good that you can team up with, and that's like with me. I like teaming up and helping out as much as possible, but if the team is like lost, oh, forget it. There's nothing you can do. Like right now, if you look at my YouTube stream, you can see I'm crouching around looking for a particular totem. Now, totems are these skulls on bones that, one, alert the killer. Man, that's a girl just went by me. And I'm going to find out where the fuck she went to. Oh, we're all trying to find this hex totem. Now, other times there's a hex, what's called a hex. That's a spell put in the game where it's not going to let you basically do any sort of slicing these generators. Oh fuck. Okay. So you gotta find this totem. Uh-oh, fuck. Where is he? Fucking Jason just walked right by me. And he did not see me. Oh fucking. And you could see which direction the killer is going because like they'll have like a red glow in front of them in the direction that they're looking. So if that's the case, you could see, okay, oh shit, fuck, where is this fucking shit? Uh-oh, again, I hear Jason. Oh, he found someone else. Oh shit, how the fuck did he get over there? So again, those are the things, you know, it's I like it because of that, just that scare. So
Yeah, I mean, I understand when you said scare, I guess more like shocked. It's like you're not paying attention, and all of a sudden you realize he's like right up your ass.
yeah, and it's like you got to keep yourself, you know, like alert because you know any minute you could turn around and maybe the killer could be right there, or you can run into the killer like I did before. And right now there's a person on the hook, and I'm gonna try to get to them. And I can't believe, one, we have not found this totem. Now I'm trying to, you can heal other players too. Let me just bring that up to you as well. You can heal other players. Finally, they found the hex totem. Oh fuck me. Where is he? And the thing is, also in the map, you can see where the killer, you know, attacks someone. Oh fuck me. Mommy, don't look this way. You idiot. Don't look at me. He found me! Oh shit, he found me! And he did not really find me. It was funny because he did not see me. Jeez. I'm getting hit. He didn't see me. He saw the other guy fucking ran by me and gave my position away. And he just happened to look down. And we have not done any generators. So this game is a horrible game. And nobody's coming to help me.
Not enough teamwork?
Yeah. I've helped people off hooks. And one group is healing each other up, and there go Jason trying to chase up, and he got caught. Now we have another person who's working on generators, which is okay because we still have another guy who can come and help me out of this situation. Oh, jeez. Meanwhile, Jason's running around. Jason, he just saw them. He just saw them. Now he's going after them. Thank you. Fucking thanks for helping me. Bussy Roll, whatever the fuck your name is.
So last night, I know you were talking. You did, maybe early tonight, you did a podcast about Super Nintendo versus Sega. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend and that would have been a topic I really would like to have discussed.
Well, we can always discuss it tomorrow because I'm gonna do some more streams this week. So what I'm gonna do, basically, what it was I was comparing the games. Super Nintendo and Sega games. Now they did at the time make the same title games. Like the ones I showed, for example, it was Superman, The Death and Return of Superman, Super Mario, and several others. Oh motherfucker!
They had The Death and Return of Superman. Really? Wow.
Yeah, that's The Death and Return of Superman. Not
I
to be
did not
confused
know that.
with The Return. If you follow the comic, where Superman gets killed by Doomsday, they made, and there was 3 other Supermen or 4 Supermen that were created out of it. They go Jason, they go Jason, they go Jason, they go Jason. Run,
Yeah,
run,
I
run.
read the comic book about him dying, and then it seemed, maybe my memory doesn't serve me correctly, but if you watch a Man of Steel, it seems that he died a different way.
Yeah, beautiful. Everybody's getting their generator stuff. No, he died from Doomsday.
Yeah, and he put him through like a kryptonite.
No, actually, no. He actually just beat the piss out of Superman, and Superman beat him up as well. Oh, so what happened here was, it began the reign of the Supermen because there were different Supermen around that were created by him, and I love the storyline. There was Project Cadmus created the. They took some DNA out of Superman, but they couldn't take the actual DNA, so they had to take like some enzymes from his eyes, like from his teardrops and so forth. And oh, beautiful! Now we're moving. And what happened was, in all essence, they cloned the Superboy. And he rebelled. He was like a rebellious teenager. He wasn't like, he didn't have the values of Martha Kent, or who raised him up that way. Oh motherfucker, why me? Okay, easy. No. Why the fuck?
Yeah,
go that way?
In the movie theaters, when you have Batman versus Superman, that's when Doomsday gets killed. And again, he beat the shit out of him, and I forget how he put. I know Superman got impaled.
Yeah,
and then
but that was that movie. This one was during the late 80s, 90s, where Superman was fighting. Oh, come on now. And They were fighting each. He was fighting Doomsday, trying to protect the world, and Doomsday and him just have an all-out slugfest. And in the end, they both knock out each other and technically kill each other. But it puts Superman in a comatose state, and it did the same thing to Doomsday. Yipe, 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 yipe. So, where is he? So in the end, it basically these are the four Supermen. But let me just put it this way. So what happened was, what eventually happened was, Superman returned, and they made the games from them. So they made these games. So the platforms were that it was, oh fuck, hey, why? Don't chase after me, idiot.
Yeah, I actually had the Nintendo.
Yep, I'm dead. So anyway, so what happened was Super Nintendo DC licensed its game to both consoles.
Yeah.
So each system, Super Nintendo and Genesis and Sega, made these games. So you could tell the quality of the games. Like if you play the Super Nintendo version, the sound is much better and the music is top notch. If you play, and the graphics are nice. Now if you play the Sega version, it's the same thing. The graphics are just, fuck me. The graphics were a little bit okay, but the gameplay was faster. So it all depends on which, do you like performance or do you like, quality? So they did those games together.
Again, like I said, I played a lot of like primarily Super Nintendo games. I have played the Sega games. I remember Sega, I believe it had Super Royal or the Royal Rumble, and then Super Nintendo had Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And they seem to be pretty even games, but like as you said, I believe the Royal Rumble for Sega, I guess it's just a little under par from the Super Nintendo games. And clearly, Nintendo was a bigger product than the Sega, as it made a device since I think the Sega Saturn.
Right. Well, when they first started, Sega they had the quality games, so they had like the more games better than Super Nintendo. But then again, what happened with Super Nintendo was that they just honestly made better quality games, and they did better quality role-playing games like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, the Final Fantasy series. So they did better games than that, than Sega. Sega made pretty good fighting games. Now, if you look at the cross-platforms, they did like Super Nintendo did Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, so did Sega. The Super Nintendo quality was much better than the Sega quality. And then they did reverse games. Like if you played, I think if you played certain like WrestleMania, Super WrestleMania, or Raw on Sega Genesis, it was a lot faster than its Super Nintendo counterpart. So, and some of them even had different characters. So, it basically, you got to see two different perspectives. Even storylines in each system were different. So, while you had the Sega, Super Nintendo doing a certain story arc, the Sega did the same story arc but with little twists and turns. So you never really got, you got to see two different games. Like there were times I played Sega games and I'm like, holy shit, I don't remember this in here. And then if you play like licensed games, they purposely made them different. Like Shadowrun, if you played Shadowrun on Super Nintendo, it's kind of a different angled game, camera angled game, and it was a lot of fun, and it was very unique. And if you played the Genesis version, while it being fun, its characters were a lot different. So that again, you know, that was the difference between each game. And shit, we're moving along right here in this game.
Yeah, I remember when the Sega Saturn came out. At first, I was hyped about it, but then it bombed after Nintendo 64 came out. I think just shortly after that, PlayStation debuted with their own platform game.
Yep.
System.
Now, you heard the story of PlayStation.
Refresh my memory, and I probably will.
Okay. Basically, the PlayStation console, okay, the Sega console, Sega console, the PlayStation console, oh shit, there goes Michael Myers again. The console for Super, let me refresh this. Nintendo was going to come up with its own CD-based system. And they made a couple of deals that didn't work out. And long story short, the PlayStation, Microsoft decided, well, they're not going to use it, we'll use it. And that's how they made the PlayStation. So Nintendo kind of lost out on that by, you know, not having the vision to, oh shit.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna say, for me, Nintendo 64 was probably, I really enjoyed that system. When PlayStation 2 came out, that is when I slowly made the turn, because they started coming out with those other systems, and I'm like, it just, for me, they really did very little or nothing for me. I didn't have PlayStation 3, by then I'd gotten Xbox 360, and I now have PlayStation 4.
Damn it.
And
yeah.
I haven't played Xbox One, but I've heard a lot of issues. But with the debut system of PlayStation 4, that was buggy as hell.
Yeah.
There was reports of a HDMI port getting blown out, and as I told you before, I had Bluetooth issues.
Now, like when my son brings over his Xbox One, we can kind of trick the Xbox because it's no why. You can stream. He could stream onto my computer, and I can play a game with him. Me playing from my computer to his Xbox, and we can stream videos that way. We've played games that way online and streamed it without me actually having a PlayStation. So, an Xbox One.
Well, my guess also is you're probably playing, with Microsoft, so they probably work in the same servers. At least that's what I would think.
Yeah.
Clearly, obviously, Nintendo, Xbox and PlayStation are not going to work together at all because it's their main competition. And Steam and PC, especially nowadays, Steam, with the Steam services, really picked up PC gaming.
Yep.
I was a huge, again, loved PC games. I don't know if you ever played the game King's Quest.
Oh yeah, I played the original. Oh fuck me, Jason is right there.
Leisure Suit, Space Quest, Leisure Suit Larry, a lot of the Sierra games, which unfortunately, died out when the platform game came. So that's once consoles start coming in full swing, and then there was nothing until Steam picked up, and it was like, wow.
Oh, this was a horrible game. And Misa gonna die.
And I'm sure me yapping in your ears probably will not help the situation.
Oh no, you're fine. Trust me, you have not played a game until you heard Billy scream. Oh, come and help me, people. Fucking help me. Help me. Oh, I'm about to die. There we go. Oh, don't stay here. Oh, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's get the fuck out of here, people.
Yeah, right now a lot of games, old console games I'm trying to play. My Xbox 360 joystick controller is starting to wear thin.
Yeah.
It's where things start to drift, no matter how hard you try to work on the blank area.
Yep.
So I'm really just like I finally did the boat, but I bought another one, an extra PC by wireless.
Yeah, just this game alone, I'll make you laugh. I've worn out one controller so far because of the fact that you gotta hold a bunch of buttons down, and oh jeez, I'm trying to hide now because let me see here.
Actually, Joe, hold on, I'll be right back.
And again, fans, if you check me out on my other channels on Twitch and on Facebook, that's just due to hashtag Skulldron's Realm. And you can find me on those as well as here on YouTube. Again, I have been neglecting YouTube. I should be doing some more videos. Kind of gonna do like maybe little events on here. Where is the... And you can also follow me on Twitter at Skulldron. And I will be at Comic-Con September 14th to 16th. So the 15th and 16th, try to check me out over there. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Made it. Now let's see how everybody else is doing. Oh shit! Okay, all four of us escaped. Oh jeez. Yeah, we made it. We all made it. Woo! And I'm just looking to see macaroni tree. Going to see what I sure need. Nothing here. Yep, and we did that. And with that, folks, I'm going to say thanks for watching. I'm going to be, it's already coming to 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to say goodbye. But before anything else, you know, if anybody wants to check me out on my other streams, just again, do the hashtag Skulldron's Realm and check me out there. And you can see my other videos. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. And check out also on Facebook and also my websites, www.skulldronsrealm.com. I'm selling t-shirts, so if you want to check that out, that helps fund for new equipment and also helps me get into Comic-Con Erie this year. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching and see you.